Hey there, Cheese here, and I'm trying something new. I'm doing a bit of a recording for console, or a bit of a recording test for consoles. I'm about quarter of the way through Mango 3? Hard to tell. But it seems like a third of the entries is a decent landmark to just stop and take a break, and today I feel like playing some Pikmin. Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I'll be going through all of the main story in as few days as possible, which should be 10 days, on hard mode. Ultra Spicy is a new addition that's
Galactic date,
just a bit too restrictive for me.
At the far reaches of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called Sparrows out into space.
The Pidgey model wasn't ready yet.
To their dismay, the search is proving fruitless. Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they name PNF 404. Kopai's last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers.
I like the detail of the slingshot, atmosphere, speed gain sort of thing. That's a real thing. It's cool.
At last, the explorers' 279,000 light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
But of course, you can't have a Pikmin game without a spaceship crash landing. It does mean our crew is separated, though. Not only from the spaceship, but from each other. And it's our job to guide them as they get back together and hopefully find some food.
Cool. Super.
Day 1 is pretty straightforward. It's got 2 parts to it and mostly serves as a big old tutorial.
Super. Wow. You win about now. Sorry. Ooh. Okay. One more.
I like his little mutterings.
Nah. Super. Karupupe.
Look at this cool man.
Who
Who cares about his crew? Good guy. I like Charlie a lot. Oop. Unlike the rest of the game, Day 1 doesn't have any particular time limit for us. Got plenty of time to get our space legs as we investigate the curious natural wildlife, who also seem to be investigating us. Well, we're rather penned in here, aren't we? We're trapped alone with them. Look at those restless little guys. Well, that had the opposite effect. It's a reasonable reaction, but I love that his first instinct is to fear the Pikmin. The good news is, they're friendly. and even ready and willing to join forces. I believe there was a part to that tutorial that was skipped over thanks to the different control scheme. Dismissing your troop is a multi-step process now. But enough of that. We've got some mushrooms to demolish. They serve as a pretty good demonstration that if you need something taken down, throwing a Pikmin directly on top goes a lot faster. As Charlie said, we've got camera controls, ZL to center behind, and the right stick to swivel. Now that's a huge mushroom. We'll just forge on ahead here. Oh! The Pikmin aren't just willing to help, they actually want to stick with us. There's nothing to fear with Charlie here. Well, I guess that's one way to clear a room. Oh no, something's here. And it's making that one Pikmin vibrate. And so, a terrible yet unknown fate befalls Captain Charlie. The rest of the day will be spent with Alf, with a much more proper tutorial day. This one at least managed to fall close to where the Drake is crash landing. Even if they got knocked out from the impact. Their chances are alright. Good morning. Got just a few English words in there instead of Kopai gibberish. Why, that's a Pikmin. Gotta follow the little guy. So while Charlie got us used to the traditional Pikmin controls, Alf has some new features and changes to contend with if he wants to make it to safety. We'll just lock on to that real quick and get it down no problem. It's a new mechanic to this game, very helpful. It makes aiming at small or airborne targets a lot easier. And that thing is moving. Yes, believe it or not, this is what the onion looks like. It's a whole lot more alien than it's ever looked before. Especially with those squirmy legs. Time to work together and explore. We'll want to head this way, because on the other side of that bridge is something that we'll need. A Wii U gamepad. Or a copad, as it is. We can find more pieces of this incomplete bridge over here. This is another new thing. Bridges used to be things that Pikmin just unroll, but now they're bridge pieces we can find. And Pikmin will happily return to the spot of a bridge piece pile, just in case there are any left. While these guys are working on that all, I will take some time to go over a little bit of the differences between Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 3 Deluxe. In the original, the aiming cursor was controlled by motion controls. So for instance, you could have the cursor pointing to the far side of the pool. Pikmin wouldn't be able to get thrown that far, but you could whistle that far away. In exchange for having a reduced range on where the cursor lands, you have a much larger range for where the whistle affects. The Pikmin are returning to the site here of the pieces, but there's no more. They'll do that. So you want to be aware of that, so you don't leave anyone behind like that. Other changes mostly involve things that used to be on the Wii U gamepad. For instance, I think there would usually be just a live map, such as what you're seeing here, always on the gamepad. The cult pad in general was a stand-in for that, but it works well enough without it. Another change is that although we don't know exactly what is in the unexplored areas, we do know the whole layout of them. They're just not lit up. But enough of changes, it's time to start gathering things for the Pikmin. We can leave those guys to finish combat and watch this guy bring back a food pellet. The rest of them will be bringing the grubs back during the cutscene, just like that. This is how we make more Pikmin. Bring food to the onion and watch it sprout. Simply pressing A will get your captain to begin plucking every Pikmin who's currently buried. It's a nice change from having to do them one by one or otherwise mash A from the previous games. Well, it did say 20. We'll need to get many more Pikmin to move that box out of the way. 5 pellets take 5 Pikmin to bring back to the onion, and they give 5 Pikmin when they match the onion's color. 1 pellets are largely the same, but since you can't have any decreased rewards, they just give an extra 1. So 1 pellets give 2 Pikmin on a match. We'll put a few Pikmin here ahead of time. Once that 5 pellet comes along, they'll latch on their own to speed it up. Any extra Pikmin on an object will make it come back faster. And that will be very relevant in future days when we actually have a time limit. This is day 1, so they're taking it easy on us. But after today, we'll need to be sure to be efficient and delegate properly if we want to get everything done in a decent amount of time. With that, we've got as many Pikmin as we're going to get from over here. 21 leafy Pikmin. We'll just line them up against this box right here. It may seem like a calm, peaceful, relaxing game now, but as the days go on and we get more to do and a time limit to do it under, the plans will get less peaceful. We'll just put it lightly.
Bom, hard to bring good. Muro to Pikmin, have to near Meganija Pasaham, Joey hard, spot.
I don't think I'll be doing anything special with the exploration notes, since collecting them all would take an extra day just for one specific note that doesn't exist until a boss is done. But I've tried doing that before. It's a fun enough extra challenge. Not what I'm in the mood for right now. Sadly, we cannot bring mushrooms back to Kopai for consumption. When you hit the X button, all of the Pikmin will rush forward in the direction of the cursor. If you've locked onto something, they'll swarm that object specifically. If you haven't, they'll swarm everything that they encounter in that direction. A subtle nuance, but one that's good to know. With that short adventure complete, we've found the Drake, which miraculously has managed to right itself. I wonder if that's just like Kopai technology doing it, or if it just landed on its tripod. There's a third member of the crew, Brittany. She's been less fortunate than Alf here. Charlie got attacked. Brittany has been trapped in an area she can't make her way out of. It's up to Alf to save the day. Tomorrow. Every Pikmin game has a wonderful takeoff sequence, but I think this one might be my favorite from the first 3 games. I haven't played the 4th yet, I'm hoping to soon. I can complete the game fast, but not that fast. We'll have to figure something out. One thing that I like about this game is that at the end of the day, you not only get the graph of how your Pikmin numbers went throughout the day, but also the playback. You get to see a sort of satellite view of everything your Pikmin were doing, you and your Pikmin were doing throughout the day. So you can track what might have happened when you weren't looking, see where you still have room to optimize. It's very good for just understanding how like getting a better feel for the maps and what works and what doesn't. And also it's just fun to watch sometimes. This is about as peaceful as it's going to get. From here on, I'll be doing post commentary instead of live commentary, just so I can focus on the day's plans. Brittany's signal seems to have come from the Garden of Hope. So that'll be our destination for day 2. We have quite a few things to find, but crew members come first. Don't worry, Al. We'll get off of this planet one way or another. Oh, I hope y'all enjoyed, and join me back for day 2. This should be, for as hectic as the later days will be, this should be a pretty chill series. See you then.